Welcome to CP 101, and this is this will be a intro to one of the model kits that Big Charlie sent me, and we're going to start because I just love this thing. The Hawk Ferrari Lancia 132nd. Simple little kit. It's from 1965. It's got a total of 12, 13 pieces. A whopping 4 steps to complete. You put the wheels on the axles, you put the sides on the body, you put the lower halves of the front and back onto the body, the wheels on it, and you're done. I mean, that's it. Cool little kit. I love these little things. I can easily see this being converted to a slot car, because I think it's why it's designed the way it is. If you wanted to make this a slot car, you could. But anyway, we've got the axles glued into the lower halves of the front and back. This kit was started, and luckily whoever started it didn't get too far with it, and they didn't do anything bad to it. Actually, they didn't do a bad job with it. The only thing they did for me that I don't have to do is put the wheels together, because you had your backs as a different piece, and they've already been glued into the front sides of the wheels, so that saved me some time. I did go back with my sanding stick and kind of round the sharp edges off so the tire looked a little bit more natural. Got the sides glued onto the body. It was easy peasy. Got the axles glued in. It has a steering wheel. It's got the little windscreen frame here. I have to be careful, it's really fragile. No glass, so we'll use Tester's window maker, and we'll put a windshield in it. It'll be easy peasy there. The only bad thing about this kit being such a simple kit, that there's no interior bucket, no engine, no bottom. I mean, there is no bottom. This is what you're going to see. So what's going to happen is when you put it all together, you're going to be able to see your tabletop right through that, so we can't have that. So to block the view from being able to see through it, I made me a little cardstock interior bucket. Real simple, ain't fancy. The main purpose of this is just to block from being able to see your tabletop. But we'll put it in there just like that, and it'll do its job and block any view of the tabletop. And then I thought, well, since I got the cardstock out, might as well make a little racing seat for it. Add a little bit of detail to it. So I made a little racing seat. Kind of see that. And we'll paint that up. And that'll be it as far as details for the interior. It'll have a seat, it'll have a steering wheel, and that's enough for me. So we got that done. And then the front, same thing. And when you glue the lower half of the front on, problem with it is that you're going to be able to see all the way through the car. This is what you're going to see when I glue it together, and can't have that. So I took some faucet screen and made a grill for it, so we'll install the grill in there like that. Then that'll block from being able to see, and also give the car some detailing as well. Oh, so I'm dropping everything this morning. So that was pretty easy peasy to make out of faucet screen. So that's the two things we've made to kind of give it a little bit more detailing and to help its overall appearance. If you're wondering why I'm putting all this time into a little simple kit, well, why not? That's what we do. We're modelers. And to me, that's fun. That's the fun part of being able to take something that a manufacturer gave me and improve it a little bit. Have some fun along the way. And when we're done with it, we have a cool little, in this case, a cool little Lancia from 1965 with some super box art. I love that box art. So yeah, you can either make this car number 6 or you can make it number 9, just depending on which way you want to go. I'll put this in Paint Shop Pro, scan it, de-yellow it, and print it back out on fresh decal paper. And then we'll have our number decals again to put on the car. As you can see by the box art, you got your little Ferrari emblem up there, up by the windscreen. So I'll add those to my decal sheet. I'll get on the internet, get the Ferrari logo, and add that, so it'll have that little Ferrari logo. We'll make it just like the box art. I think it's pretty spiffy there. Anyway, so okay, we shot our pieces with the testers. Stop sign red. I'm going all craft acrylics on this. I can't touch this because I just hit it with Testors clear lacquer, but we've got the main body painted red, we got the lower half of the bottom painted red, and then we got the lower half of the front painted red. So now we have to let those dry, and then we can seal it with some future, because I just painted this, so it's like really glossy, but everybody knows that when you use Testors clear lacquer that it doesn't dry as glossy as it does when it's wet. So that gloss is going to drop down a bit. But that's okay. We'll just clear it with future and bring that shine back up. We've got the wheels dried now. I have to take these wheels and hit them with a Krylon matte to seal in the black primer. And then we can, as I said, take our circle template, find the diameter, mask off all around it on the plate, and then hit the centers with Vallejo. I don't know if I'll use the Vallejo chrome or the silver aluminum. I don't know. I'll probably use the Vallejo chrome, which is this right here, the Model Air chrome. That'll be good enough. And yeah. Almost finished. Alright, be right back and it should be finished. Okay, I wanted to show this real quick. I have 3 of the wheels painted, and I'm doing the last one. I just want to show, most of you guys already know this, but might be for somebody that's fairly new, but you take a circle template, you can pick them up anywhere. I got this at Michael's, I think, but you can get them anywhere. And you find the diameter that fits what you're working on, and you tape it all off so you don't get overspray anywhere. Then you just stick it on your, in this case, a wheel here, right where we want it, and then we just shoot it with your paint. In this case, the Vallejo chrome, which looks more like aluminum to me, but okay. Let me make sure I'm on camera here. Okay, helps turn the airbrush on. All right, put it back here where we want it. And then we shoot. And then you're left with a perfect circle. And we're done with the tires. Easy peasy. Okay, I just want to show that real quick. We'll be right back and this will be finished. And we are back, just like I promised, and we're finished, just like I promised. Boy, I had a lot of fun with this little guy. Simple kit. I mean, it's just a body and 4 wheels, but I still had a lot of fun with it. I mean, there's no bottom, no engine, no interior, no suspension, but it still looks great when it's all done up. It's a fun little kit. We added some gray chalk to the tires to kind of get it looking a little bit more realistic. Got the windscreen put on it, and the windshield was done with Testors window maker. Put a window in it, a windscreen. We got the decals on it. Those I made myself. I copied the original decal set, printed out new ones, added the Ferrari logos that I got off of Google Images, because I wanted mine to look just like the box art, because I love the box art. And I changed the number on the car. The original decals look like this. This is my copy of the original. That's what the original looks like. And I put one on the car and I didn't like it because the 6 to me looked too small. And I didn't like the black circle, the black ring, because the box art doesn't show a black ring around the numbering on the car. So I went back to Paint Shop Pro. I changed the font. I enlarged the 6. And when I cut the decals out, I cut on the inside of the black ring instead on the outside. And I think it looks a ton better, and it looks a lot more like the box art. So, yeah, much better, I think. The Ferrari I got off of Google Images and just shrank it down and added it to the decal sheet. Made little Ferrari emblems for it, and yeah, what can I say? Just a cool kit. Took the Prismacolor marker and colored in the gas cap. So the gas cap's there on the top. Got that done, and I made this quick little display for it. It was for 1/64th car actually, and I enlarged it a little bit. And it's not exact. I don't know. I just enlarged it to where to me it looked okay for 1/32. Printed it out, cut it all out, put it all together. I ran to Michael's and got a $1 wooden plaque. I didn't even take the time to make walls. I just glued the cardstock to the wooden plaque, and put the little bench together and the cabinet and the firebox. Just put it all together real quick and just threw it all together, and that's what you see. I didn't want to just put this on a display pedestal because it's so small it looked lost. So by making a little backdrop for it, just kind of helps give the car some scale, you know, make it look a little bigger than what it really is. So, what else? I think that's it. I mean, you know, it's a simple kit. So by adding just a couple little things to it, it just looks a ton better. The biggest help to this was adding an interior bucket, because to be able to see through to the tabletop just wasn't cutting it. I mean, it's bad enough you can see through the fenders or the sides of the car. And I was going to make a bottom for it, kind of block all that too, but I thought, nah, you know, now we're getting too involved here. This is good enough. I just wanted something quick and fun to build. Something I probably would have built, well, I know I would have built as a kid. But yeah, I think it looks good just like that. So that is the 1965 Lancia Ferrari by Hawk. It's #1 of the series too. It's the very first one, so it's kind of cool. Gonna have to look for some more of these little guys. Fun to do. Alright guys, that's it from start to finish. The Hawk 1965 Ferrari, #1 in the series. If you like little 1/32 cars, I definitely would recommend trying to find one of these. If you don't mind putting a little bit of time into it, you can just add just a couple things to it and it'll display pretty nice. Alright guys, take care. We'll see you in the next video, and you'll see that Chaparral coming up fairly soon. So, because I'm itching to do that one as well. I love Chaparral. So I love vintage racers. These old cars are just too cool. Alright guys, take care.